Sisters, there is a definite problem in what we're looking at as sexuality. And the problem is that there is a direct attack against the masculine principle. There is something called a secret covenant where they have been poisoning us and the environment. To tell me that homosexuality is normal is to lie to me, because information has come down that pollution changes sex of the whales. If it's changing the whales and animals in the society, it means it's changing us as well. Toxic pollution in the environment, the soy, eating the soy, drinking soy milk, creates homosexuality in young boys. Especially, young boys start testosterone from the time, making testosterone from the time they're 4 to 5 months of age. To give them that formula that's made of the soy milk, that soy milk has what are known as phytoestrogens. 6 bottles, which is the normal equivalent of what you would give a baby in a day, 6 bottles is equivalent to giving your baby 9 birth control pills. 6 bottles is equivalent to giving your baby 9 birth control pills. And it says so here. And you're wondering where we all coming from. The men who are changing into women. Why is it that men are changing into women? It's so normal now. We have so many of them. It's so normal. It's because there's so much freedom in the society. No, they are effectively poisoning your society and creating these mutants. And you're not seeing it. And then what they're doing is, through cultural backup, they're working your nerves. Because right next to African American studies, what do you have? Huh? They put it right next to you. Right next to us. This is how they're propagating. And then you're wondering what the fuck is going on when you got to turn on the television and we got to say, "Good morning, Miami, welcomes Queer Eye." God. We have Queer Eye for the straight guy. So we have a bunch of faggots coming to do over working men because their women are not satisfied at their work and they're busting their asses to make change to keep a family. They got to look a certain way, like these faggots. I wish a faggot would try to jump me. To change me. I would whip each and every one of their asses on TV. These are what we are seeing every day. And this is some of the options that we get in Essence Magazine. So in Essence Magazine now, we have this. These men are friends of mine. From a group called Adodi. These are a Yoruba term for Odo, which means men who love men. I wanted to portray a loving couple, and they're very much in love. Sickness, doesn't matter where you are. Again, Essence Magazine. If you're looking at Essence, you will see in her hair, the way they made her hair, the word sex is in her hair. The way that, the way you get the hair down and you get it firm to your body, the word sex is in the hair. And of course, these are the words that we get from our song. This is the word to a rap song called Prison Bitch. And this was on the Tom Show, radio station WFJX FM 105.7. Quote, "They say our love is taboo, that what we're doing is wrong. But I don't care what they say, cause my love is so strong. They tell us we should be ashamed. We're not ashamed. We're not husband and wife. But I cherish each moment with you. I'm so glad you're in my life. You're my prison bitch, my prison bitch. You're not like other men. I'm glad we share a prison cell when lights go out at 10. I can't escape the way I feel. Now that would be a crime. As long as I'm doing you, I don't mind doing time. Because you're my prison bitch, and I have no regrets. I got you for a candy bar and a pack of cigarettes. At first you were resistant, but now you are my friend. I knew that I would get you in the end, literally. So here we have problems where you have, oh, why the modern woman is left out in the lurch. Well, she's down there kissing another modern woman. This is in your newspaper. Young women are hooking up, but they aren't getting happy. I wonder why. Homosexuality is running rampant, and that's the new out. That's the new flavor of the month. But what's it doing to our society? This kind of madness is a feminized society. This is the unconditional, no boundaries behavior that a feminist organization like Feminism would allow. And I'll show you why. I got 1 more minute, I'll show you why. Listen carefully. This is rolling out. The girls think they got themselves a fine old man because that's the problem and that's the complaint of women. God damn, he's so fine. Why did he have to be a faggot? He is so cute, yet he's so gay. Yeah, he's cute because he is a girl. You understand? And this is what's going on. Gay, bi, or straight. Defining sexuality today. How do you define sexuality? Sexuality is sexuality. And of course, back in the States, you got It's the Women's Turn. The L Word joins Queer as Folk on Showtime. On Queer as Folk at Showtime, they got 2 men butt fucking straight up as the beginning of the show. And this is what we're left. The girls are now queer. And this is the way we are. Now it's all right for the girls to be in the boxing ring. They're beating the shit out of one another. And let me tell you, any man that likes to go in there to see a woman bloody herself, he's a sick ass. He's sick. Because that should turn you completely off. And of course the women are just as insane because now what they're doing with their bodies. Look at these grotesque women and they're calling them women. Look at this animal. And we're supposed to be happy with that because these are the new women. These are what's being touted as the new kind of woman you want. That's the woman you want to sleep next to. That should be getting you a hard on right now. Yes, I know you men are out there looking for just this kind of woman to be in your bed next to you. And you want to know why? You want to know why men now got to go to hydraulics? Because the boy can't get the shit up no more. You got to get squeezable, inflatable pumps, hydraulic penises. They stick it in the dick. Inside, they peel it open and shove it inside the dick. Nasty. Every man should be cringing and trying to cross his leg right now. But these are real because we have become who we are today. And it says, this is why we see sexual confusion raging in both males and females of the species. The pressure of opening the Pandora's box of admission to immorality has allowed these people the veneration of the feminist and government-supplied social pressures which grant privileges in this society to the continued devolution to that of slaves and animals. The male, however, is the most important part which catalogs the depth of this perversion, as he is an indicator species within the society that adumbrates the health of not only the family, but the society and the civilization as a whole. He is devolving to an innate message society is giving. He is devolving according to the innate messages that society is giving to him. The masculine principle no longer exists. True men are dead. We're too busy trying to be whatever it is that the society makes you, and here's what you're going to end up like because this is exactly where you're heading. It's a damn shame, yes it is, but they are right now getting ready to make children that homosexuals will be carrying. Homosexual males will be carrying children right now. Going to where no man has gone before. And what do they have for the women? Well, we have right now orgasms at the touch of a button. They have a new device that all the women have to do is attach it to their ankles, and all they have to do is rev up the charge, and instead of your tongue, brother, instead of your tender touch, instead of your little tickly wickly, she has a charge going up her ass into her clitoris area, and then she is ready for you. You don't got no work to do, just dive in. Women start by drinking an electrolyte drink for 20 minutes before using the device. That's the sickness we've fallen to. Quickly, you want to know why it is I'm talking about the feminism? Here's why I'm talking about feminism. Quickly, players in the game, the dual nature of feminism is taken directly from my book. According to her, this is Somers, Christina Hoff Somers, one of the founding mothers of feminism. The oral and legal equality of the sexes. An equity feminist wants for women what she wants for everyone, fair treatment, no discrimination. The Amazonian or gender feminist, an all-encompassing ideology that says American women are trapped in a patriarchal oppressive system. An equity feminist believes things have gotten much better for women. Gender feminist thinks it's gotten worse. But here's where feminism came from. Listen carefully. The book entitled The Origins of Family, Property and the State by Friedrich Engels laid the bridal path for the marriage of Marxist and gender feminist ideologies. He states, this is what he put down, this is what the Vatican put down in order to separate you from your man. By putting these feminist lice, these viruses like Christina Hoff and Steinem and all the rest of these heifers. Listen carefully. The first division of labor is between men and women for child rearing. That's a division of labor. Listen carefully. The first class antagonism in history coincides with the development of the antagonism between men and women in monogamous marriages. And the first class oppression with that of the female sex by the male. Listen, oppression and class systems began when men realized that they were fathers. What? We realized they were fathers. Who is he talking about? Who is she talking about? Got to be white people. In order, because remember, the feminist movement is a war against the white woman and her man. Not you and me. But you have adopted her philosophy, and now you fight me based upon her bullshit premise about what reality is. And my home is fucked because he's so fucked up. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. In the dialectics of sex, this woman is a femme fascist. Listen to what she says. To ensure the elimination of sexual classes requires the revolt of the underclass and the seizure of control of reproduction, restoration of women's ownership of their bodies, as well as feminine control of human fertility, including both the new technologies and all the social institutions of childbearing and child rearing. And just as the end goal of socialist revolution was not only the elimination of the economic class, the distinction itself, so too the end goal of the feminist revolution must be, unlike that of the first feminist movement, not just the elimination of male privilege, but of the sex distinction itself. Genital differences between human beings would no longer matter culturally. Listen, then she goes on to declare, the heart of a woman's oppression is her childbearing and child-rearing roles. So because you have a vagina, the purpose of having children and nurturing them, you're a slave. You have to know where the philosophy of your oppression comes from and why me as a man are so fucked up, and we're wondering why it is as black men we can't figure out what's going on. This is the woman that got to Coretta Scott King, and Coretta Scott King has got Oprah and the rest of them pushing some bullshit woman feminist bullshit to you. Alright? Listen to this shit. The natural is not necessarily a human value. Huh? Humanity has begun to outgrow nature.